in the beginning. Before the church, before the law, before the fall. Before everything there was God. Our identity, our story, even our purpose. Everything has to start somewhere. And in the beginning, God.
It'd be interesting to know or to see what their thoughts were, because they were saying, "Hey, your dad's nuts," and or a daughter-in-law, "Hey, your father-in-law has really lost it."
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to know what was occurring there.
Yeah, and on a obviously on a smaller scale, I kind of wonder that sometimes now, because we've moved our family from Canada to North Dakota to Illinois and now to Missouri, and I wonder along the way we've collected a couple of daughters-in-law, and they didn't have that perspective, they didn't have that foundation. I think my boys probably think I'm nuts sometimes. I can imagine what their wives think, because sometimes we do things that is in stark opposition to what everybody around us says, and we do it solely because this is what God has said. And that's the lesson from Noah, is when God speaks, that's all you need, actually. You don't need anybody else's approval. You don't need anybody else's assent. In fact, the best way forward is to just obey. And in chapter 8 in verse 1, it says this: "And then God remembered Noah." Boy, I'll tell you what, we could get sidetracked on that verse and that word remember, because the idea of remember in our Western mind
means we forgot.
Means you forgot
but
something.
God didn't forget Noah, did he?
It is not a forgetting. It is not a recalling of information. The idea of remember in the Hebrew language. The Hebrew language is fascinating, because you can think things in Hebrew that you can't think in English. And we have trouble wrapping our heads even around that. But the idea of remember means if you have remembered something, you have acted. When you ask somebody to remember, you're not saying, "Please bring this back to the forefront of your mind." No. You are asking them to act upon what they said they were going to do. That changes so much of how we understand the prophets and what they communicated, and their cry to God, "God, remember us." No, it wasn't a cry to bring this to the forefront of your mind. It was a cry to act, do something. So when God says to us, "Remember me," He is not saying, bring this intellectually to your mind. He is saying, he is saying to us, act, do something. And yes, the implications then, and I don't think we know. I haven't really thought about it, but you remember the thief on the cross, the good thief can we say it that way? The one thief on the cross that says to Jesus, "Remember me when you come into your kingdom." Now, I wonder, was this guy a Hebrew? Did he understand, the idea behind that, of remember and what that meant and the implications of that? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever asked the question. So I don't know if he actually, if he was or not. But what was he saying to Jesus? He was saying, when you come into your kingdom, act, bring me with you, do something as a result.
The beginning matters. Knowing who God is and what He's done, knowing where we come from, helps us understand where He is leading us.